physical attraction is great, but when you lead with that, all this other toxic behavior gets pushed to the side, and it will eventually surface back up. So after experiencing bad relationships, people should know, like, hey, as much as this girl's a baddie and he's so nice, his body's great, let's not keep leading with physical attraction, because when you do, you ignore all the other signs, right? But they'll eventually catch up with you. Not only just catch up with you, but they could be very dangerous to your family, to your career, to your future. Something that could start off easy will take years to end sometimes. So I just think that, don't he's kind of flaming the fire a bit, right? He likes the fact that she's really into him. She's very, very sexy, and so is he. So that chemistry is real easy, but chemistry comes here and there. I mean, what's gonna, are you there to love, or are you there to, snuggle by the fireplace and do A, B, C, and D? So I mean, it depends on what they want. It depends on what they want, but he does need to know that. I think he likes being chased. So I don't know if that's very masculine. Like, he does like to be chased and to be, yeah, to have that competition, that triangulation that some men create, so that they can still play with both women while time passes. The women are concentrating on each other and not really what he's doing. So there's a lot. There's a lot of layers in this. It might seem fun at first, but I just feel like this is not heading towards the right direction. We've seen from past seasons, all this hot attraction leads to people hating each other on social media and all types of mess coming out. So you learn from your mistakes, hopefully, and you learn from others' mistakes. So I wish them the best, and I hope they make better decisions moving forward.
All right, cool. Sam, what are you saying?
I mean, after all the talking we did, talking about Tony looked uncomfortable, and we see him asking for a kiss. That for me is just I'm sorry, GR, but he likes that. He likes that. And I feel like Morgan is manipulative. She's playing a game that she knows she's winning because she's giving him exactly what he likes. And I mean, it speaks for itself. Everything I'm saying, it speaks for itself. It's not that I personally like Morgan's behavior, but what I'm trying to say is that it works for this specific man, this specific toxic man. It's been working. It's going to keep on working. Are they going to be together long term? Is it going to be serious relationship? I don't know. Because here is the thing. I feel like Morgan is also in competition mood. I feel like maybe when they're in the relationship, she's like, oh man, maybe she's totally different when she's in a relationship. But because it's a competition and they're on TV, there's a lot of things that are playing up. In my opinion, Jerry doesn't agree, but I feel that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're going to work. But one thing y'all cannot tell me is that you can tell me no man likes when a woman treating him, and then we have Tony asking for a kiss and licking his lips. This is a toxic bunch. So, and they're liking it. I'm done.
Yeah, I think Tony wanted the kiss, and it in a way it rewards her for that behavior. I agree with that. But I think his motive for wanting to kiss her is purely because of the Lyndon factor. That's it. He knows that Lyndon ain't had no kisses. And that's why we're going to see at some point this blow up where he says, I've kissed Morgan tons of times and you haven't. That's coming. We've seen the preview for that.
Because he's
So,
jealous.
yeah, because she ranked Lyndon sexier than him. I've already said multiple times, Tony is insecure because he thinks that there should be no competition if the choices are either Lyndon or him. He considers himself up here. Lyndon is somewhere floundering down here somewhere. That's how he sees it. So he is kind of outraged that Morgan, the girl who he is really feeling, is ranking somebody up there above him. So the kiss is a power play to show Lyndon, look, I got this woman whenever I want her. She just said what she said just to keep you on the show. But realistically, me and her are vibing. But like I said, I don't agree with her toxicity. I don't agree with the I'm going to beat you up or whatever she said, I'm going to smack you. Or, I don't agree with none of that. And he rewarded that behavior with that kiss. And, you know, it's also a way to end their particular interaction on a good note, rather than leave it on these threats that are making him feel nervous. Do I think he wants to cut her off? I haven't seen signs of that at all. So I do think he likes her. I think he's attracted to her. I've never disputed that. But do I think it's a good person to have a relationship with, from what I've seen? Nah, I think it's going to be arguments that could be emotionally charged and lead to escalations. And that's what we don't want to see.
Okay. Go for it, Sean.
Sure. So I guess what I would piggyback onto that is sometimes we confuse sexual energy with really liking the person or liking the person's behavior. You know, we can all see it. Morgan is a very attractive woman. So sometimes that kiss is like, come over here and give me a kiss, girl. Like, shut up and give me a kiss. And, you know, let's get it popping. It's more on those lines. I don't think it is saying, oh, I love everything that you're doing. And again, I think we've all admitted that Tony is no perfect guy, and he definitely comes with some level of toxicity in his own game playing. So, but I do know that if, depending on the man and depending on the woman, you put a very attractive woman in front of me, and I'm going to speak for myself, you put a woman that looks like Morgan in front of me, and she's carrying on like that, I might just play a little bit with her, knowing that she likes me a lot, because it's very evident. And what she does a disservice to herself is really letting Tony know exactly how much she's into him and exactly how much she gets jealous when his attention goes elsewhere. And that's the wrong way to handle that kind of situation, especially in a process like Ready to Love. So I think the kiss is more of like, you know, you're sexy, come over here and give me a kiss. And she acquiesces. So I think it's just more of the little dance that they do together. And lastly, I'll say that, you know, Morgan is the one that I think has never been in love before, never really had a serious relationship. So it's quite evident by the way she's conducting herself. Perhaps her judgment is off, right? Perhaps she's, you know, investing too much time and energy into somebody that's really not going to give it back to her. She can clearly see that he's a very flirtatious person, but she wants to win. She wants to win his attention. She wants to win at the game. She knows she's sexy. She knows he's attractive. They have chemistry, but she's not looking at the signs. And all signs lead to Tony ain't serious about her or anybody else. So I'll end there.
Appreciate that. Siwei, good to have you on board. I know you're out there, baby. It's good to see you.
Hey, I just got in. I'm so happy to be with you guys. I do have no idea what we're talking about, except for Morgan and Tony. I got that much, but whatever we talked about before, I have no idea because I just got in.
No worries. It's Morgan and Tony. So we're saying at this moment, you can give us your overall viewpoint of Tony and Morgan, but we're talking about obviously specifically right now. Does Tony have to be accountable for his behavior? Because we just saw him kiss. Morgan right after she pretty much threatened him that you mess around with me, I'm gonna take your lips away and I'm gonna hurt you. So does Tony have to take some accountability in this instance with Morgan? and then you can give us your overall view as well from Tony and Morgan as well.
I have no idea if this is a popular opinion or unpopular opinion, but every time Tony and Morgan come on my screen, they literally bring so much joy to my life. I am so tickled by them, like both of them. I think they're both ridiculous. They're both very toxic, both insane. But like, I just want them to be my friend. And if they're watching, like, I love both of them. Like, I find them to be very entertaining and I enjoy them. Does Tony need to be accountable? I just don't think so. I mean, again, this may be unpopular. I don't know what Tony is doing wrong. What is Tony doing except for like going through the process? What is Tony doing wrong? I just really don't know. Do I trust Tony? Not really. I don't trust that man really at all. And I don't think Morgan trusts him, but I enjoy watching them. They just tickle my soul, like just deep down. I think Tony really does like Morgan. Like I really